Every woman I have ever trained carries a story in her body. A story of what she demanded of it, what it gave her, what it took from her, and what she learned to ask for over time. Today on RF Insights, we are exploring fitness through a lens that I find deeply beautiful, the three stages of a woman's life: the maiden, the mother, and the sage. These aren't just life stages, these are chapters in a woman's relationship with her own body. And that relationship, it changes everything about how we move, how we train, and how we define strength. I have five extraordinary women with me today at different chapters of their lives, different cities, different bodies, different battles, but connected by one truth: fitness is not a destination, it's a lifelong relationship with yourself. Let's begin. Chapter 1: The Maiden. The maiden stage. It's that electric, sometimes confusing chapter in a young woman's life when she's just beginning to understand what her body can do. She's strong, she's curious, and she is, whether she knows it or not, being shaped by voices, her own and that of her world. I have two young women today, both competitive tennis players, one from Mysore and one from Bangalore. They are at the beginning of their fitness journey. Come, let's hear their story. Hi, Arzan. Hi, Vaishnavi. Thank you for being here today. Uh, let's start with why tennis. Tennis is such a specific, demanding sport, right? So, what is it that made you pick up that racket? Who or what inspired you to get here?
So I was first inspired by my mom. She always wanted me to play a sport, and we tried a couple of them in the first, and tennis ended up being the right pick because from the very beginning I was really strong. I was tall, and I feel I really blended into the sport really well. And at first I was not enjoying much because of many losses, but then eventually once victory came to my way, it
Yeah.
felt like another experience to keep continuing and playing.
Wow, it's nice. Yes, Vaishnavi.
Okay, for me, it's like my dad was he was such a love in sport. Okay, so he was a sportsman himself. So he was a professional football player. So he wanted me to play like any sport. So like even I also tried a lot of sports, but he wanted me to take tennis because that demands a lot of physical and mental
Mm.
toughness, practice, everything. So yeah, like for me at the beginning it was really hard, and we I didn't find it so easy, and it just came like that.
Nice, nice. I mean, both of y'all have close to a decade of experience now. You all
Yeah.
started like when you were very young. So through this phase, I mean, is there some challenges I mean you would have faced, right? As competitive athletes, both on and off the field. I'm trying to see how girls from the age of 10 right up to now, the age that you all currently are in, what is your journey? What is those challenges and how did you push through those challenges?
I'm from a small city,
Mm-hmm.
and the exposure was really less, not enough training facilities, and high cost of travel. And I feel coming to Bangalore has changed that. With I feel traveling has become more relaxed.
I mean, I've faced a lot of challenges.
Yeah.
For me, on court was like I've gone through like a lot of injuries
Mm,
from my side.
mm,
Like once I start competing really well, I end up getting injured, and then I take break, and then like after that, like coming back, like a lot of times I felt like quitting tennis. But then my parents, like everybody, coaches, parents, mostly my parents have supported me. It's like it's okay, it's like it's a phase of life, you have to, like, everybody has gone through this, it's okay, it's okay. I'm like, okay, fine, you know it
That's
it
nice.
keep happening. I'm like right now I'm little stable.
Mhm. That's good. I mean, yeah, coming back from an injury, it's not easy, especially when you're playing at a competitive level. That is
Yeah,
something which comes as a part and parcel of the game, right?
yeah. And like when I was young, like when I was like 10 to 14, like in that kind of age, I didn't know like what to do, and I was, overtraining and all. So that's how mostly I got injured. So later on I got into like professionals, like fitness trainers, like my physio and all. They told me like you are overtraining, so that's why you're getting injured a lot. So like diet, everything, and on court and off court, like studies, balancing studies and tennis, like that's a big challenge.
Yeah, yeah,
And self doubt, I had so much of that, and I still have, but comparatively less.
yeah.
But yeah.
But thank you, Vaishnavi, for bringing those things up, because these are, as I see, they are like regular challenges which the we face at different stages, right? But it's really amazing how you both push through these challenges and have reached the level where you are today. Uh, Coming to social media, now that is something that we have to live with, right? You can like it, hate it, but you can't ignore it.
Yeah.
So, social media portrays images of how fit women should look, how they should be. Does that really have an impact on the way you see yourself and how you train?
I mean, most of the, I mean, at the beginning, I didn't know. Okay, I was comparing myself to like those women and like how they look. I'm like, when I gonna look like that? Like six packs, muscles. Like, okay, as a tennis player, that won't be like that much possible. Tennis players are not like full of muscles. They have to be agile. They should have endurance, mental strength, everything. So, I mean, I was comparing myself at that, like at the same time it's a motivation also. Like you should know, like what to do and where to stop and all. So I guess, and it's a motivation and it's a distraction also. So like if you know what you're doing, I guess it's fine.
Yeah.
So I mainly look at social media as a boost of motivation or
Okay.
an inspiration. Sometimes it's not good to compare yourself with women who you just can't look like. It's beyond capabilities. And for tennis, I feel you require really lean muscle.
Mm.
And it's not always like just because what you see, that's not what you're made of. So I feel at one point you cannot just compare yourself to a highlight reel and overanalyze or overthink about how you play, how each and every shot is made. Each and every technique, mechanics goes into different shots. So there are a lot of like inspiration as well, which you can go through by looking at great athletes who have come forward from a very difficult stage in their lives. Not everybody was born to be an athlete, but I feel some people have really come through their way and shown what it is to be a star today.
Yeah, that's a wonderful perspective,
Hmm.
Arzan. Actually, I mean, like I said, you can like it, you can hate it, but you can't ignore it. But what you take away from social media plays a very important role. That's
True.
choice. See, you girls started from the age of 10. So at that point, it could have been something different. Now it could have changed. So I'm just trying to see, is fitness something more of a discipline or something that you genuinely enjoy? And how has it changed over a period of time?
So initially, it was all about discipline. It was never about joy because I mean, to get into the sport, you have to make it a habit to play such competitive tennis. But now I feel, I mean, over the time, it's showing results, and you finally feel joy in every movement that you do.
Wonderful.
And you don't always have to punish your body to a certain level that it makes you feel down or tired,
Hmm.
but also just feeling happy on what you do about it.
Hmm.
And but still discipline does matter because otherwise then there's no way to succeed.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, for me it feels like we should have both, you
Mm.
know, discipline and joy. So if you just have discipline and like without no joy, like at some point of time you might feel it boring, you know, like you won't feel, you know, when you don't want to do, you're just getting up and doing it, you know, like sometimes you really feel it low. And then yeah, like discipline has to be there, but you shouldn't, you know, like get exhausted, like, you know, getting up, ending up getting injuries and all. So yeah, like you have to be really careful also.
Yeah, yeah. I think like what Arzan said and what you're trying to say. Think at that age, at when you're 10, 11, 12, it's more about the discipline. It's more about showing up, doing it. But at this stage, I mean, once you've put in the work through so many years, I guess you start enjoying the discipline.
Hmm.
That itself becomes a joy, right? So that's a great change. Like you rightly said, Vaishnavi, is not about showing up on the days you feel good. It's about showing up on the days when you don't feel good as well, right?
Yeah.
So I really hope our viewers take this point. It's a very valid point. Thank you so much. Coming to the last question, and just give me some thoughts on this. So we all like to say we are strong women, but strength is so different for an 18-year-old. Strength is different for a 30-year-old and a 40-year-old. And here I'm trying to find out what the word strong means to you at the age that you currently are in. I'm not asking just physical strength, I'm asking overall strength. What does a strong woman, what does strength actually mean? What does strong mean to you?
So for me, first, it would be your family support, which is strength, because without them, without a foundation, nothing is possible. Eventually, coming to the game, it's mental toughness, physical strength, the power of grit, determination, and dealing under pressure. That's I feel that's what makes you strong, and also keeps you composed at the same time. And I feel without a good foundation, it's very difficult to remain static and remain strong, mostly grounded at the same time.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Well said.
This family, you know, without family like background support, nothing is, I mean, it's possible, but it would be like difficult in a difficult way. And yeah, like resilience, like hard work, strong in the sense not just physically but mentally also.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I
Mm.
guess that is something that has brought you all right through this decade long journey. And I really hope it takes you all to much, much greater heights. I really want to wish both of you all the very best. You have a real bright future ahead. And I just want to thank you both for being here and sharing your story with the viewers today.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. The coach, the expert who sees these girls every day, who trains their moves, who understands their body, and who tries to get them to their potential. Let me welcome Praveen Raj.
Hello, ma'am. Hi.
Hello, sir.
How
How are
are
you,
you?
coach?
I'm good. I'm doing great. How are you?
Yeah, good, good. Thank you so much. So, I
Yeah,
have a couple of questions for you.
sure.
All right. The first one, can you just tell us more about the academy, about the number of girls who are here, and what is the age groups you work with?
Sure. So we started the academy here about 3 years before, and currently we have almost 35 to 40% of the strength who are girls.
So that's a good number,
That's
encouraging
a very
number.
good number.
Yeah. So women, when you train them, we go through so many. The menstrual cycles. They have so many different stages, right? So
Yes.
how do you adapt the training to, into all this?
Yeah. So girls, especially when they attain puberty, right? Not only girls, but generally kids, when they attain puberty, they grow their legs, their hands. So the main problem is coordination will be lacking, and they lose balance, and that is the time when we should not push them too much.
Okay.
So that time we work a lot on their strength for getting stability,
Okay.
and work on technical corrections on tennis part, and we don't push so much on the agility speed part,
Okay.
because that might get them injured.
Perfect, perfect. So you
Mainly
adapted
focus on technical development during puberty.
during.
And during menstrual cycles we are very open with the girls. Few girls, they communicate, they come open, they say I'm in periods, where we make the session very light for them, we don't push them too much. And few girls give cues like stomach is paining, I have cramps. So we design the program session according to their needs.
That's wonderful to hear,
Yeah,
coach, because in this day and age, first and foremost, the knowledge about, training women through their cycle is lacking. But if you all are able to adapt it in their training and training these athletes at such high level, I think kudos to you and the team of coaches here.
thank you.
You mentioned about challenges, right? So, in your experience as a coach, I mean, not just the tennis players, I'm
Hmm.
sure you come across a lot of other kids in other sports as well. What do you think are their challenges? What do you think is the reason they don't continue or they fall back?
Feel is the main problem in India is academics. So once they reach 15 or 16 years, what they do is they start focusing more on studying. It's not only because of them, peer pressure, parents pressure, family pressure. So this is one of the main reason. Academics, they want to study well, get better. And the other main reason is like not handling the loss. As you see, tennis is a very difficult and cruel sport. Many people compete, and in a tournament there is only one winner, all the others are going to lose a match. So how good they are taking the loss? Are they learning something and then pushing themselves forward to train better, or are they like getting demotivated and cribbing about it? Yes, with correct motivation and teaching kids how to like take losses, how to learn from the losses, we can make it better.
Wonderful. Thank you for your
Yeah.
time. So, there are a lot of children still sitting on the sidelines who are yet to start this activity. What is your advice to parents or young girls who are watching this? What is your advice to make them involve them, make them take that first step towards engaging in some kind of any sport, any physical activity? What is your one advice?
Get out of your house, be stronger, don't try to fit into other people's expectations. Do what you do it for yourself. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much, coach. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome,
That
man.
was
Thank you.
Praveen Raj, coach, sharing his insights on how young women can probably take up the sport. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
At 18, strength is about discovery. You are figuring out what your body is made of. And then life happens. A body that was once entirely your own becomes home to someone else. And when that chapter begins, everything you thought you knew about strength gets rewritten. Chapter 2, The Mother. The mother stage. It is where fitness gets its most honest test. Your body has done an extraordinary thing. It created life, and then it asks you to simply move on. The woman I'm speaking to next trained with me before her pregnancy and has continued strength training postpartum. What I admire about her is that she never stopped. Not because she was chasing her old body back, but because she understood something important about who she wanted to be as a mother. Hi, Marriott.
Hi,
Welcome
Ranjana.
to the episode.
Thank you.
So, Marriott, just take me back to that postpartum period. What were you feeling? How did your body feel? How did you cope with that period?
To start with, I was very happy that it was all done, but uh, it was quite taxing on the body. There was a lot of pain, there was a lot of tiredness in the body. But one thing which helped me was my gynac, my family always encouraged me right from the second day onwards, I must say, to get back and get moving around. And that was a good feeling on its own because nobody made me feel like I was sick in a way. So even though there was a lot of tiredness and pain, but I was up and moving in around a couple of weeks. And I think by the time 3 months were done, I was okay to start
back with my fitness journey again.
Yes, wonderful. So nice. So, Mariette, what happens is a lot of women generally feel guilty in the stage that you're in.
Yeah.
They feel guilty about taking time off for themselves.
Yes.
How did you manage that?
My husband plays a big part in this. So he encouraged me, saying that get back to fitness, get back to strength training. I had a lot of issues with my posture, and I had lost a lot of weight postpartum, which was good in a way, but probably not the healthiest way to lose weight.
Mm.
So I was quite weak,
Mm.
and there was a lot of pain. I remember telling you one side of my body was constant aching, because I was carrying the baby. And my husband constantly told me, get back into fitness. And when I spoke to my gynac, she told me I should start sorry, I should start strength training maybe past 3 months. And I got back to it. There was a lot of guilt because I was leaving my baby behind, and I would feel bad because sometimes I would come back and he would be crying, and it would make me feel bad. But on the long run, I realized that that 1 hour break was very important. It gave me time to concentrate on myself. Over the period of, like, say, a month or two into strength training, I was feeling much better. So that 1 hour break helped me mentally and physically be more present for my baby. So it was something which I needed, and something which I think every mother needs to do.
Yeah, so well said. So, how has motherhood changed what fitness means to you, Mariette? Was it always the same? Are you still chasing the same goals, or is it something different now?
I'm not chasing the same goals, because before I could give a lot more time. Now there is somebody else who depends on me, and I have to take care of someone else. So the goals aren't the same. I still do chase those goals at times, but now it is a lot more about being strong enough to carry my baby. There are days when he's sick and I need to carry him constantly for hours. And I have friends who probably struggle to carry him maybe 10 minutes, and they say, oh, my arm is hurting, my back is hurting. And I need to do it for hours because he wouldn't go to anybody else.
Mm.
So I need to probably be more fit.
Mm.
I need to carry him. I need to walk around, get up at nights, have sleepless nights, and push through all that. So functional training with you has helped a lot, because I'm definitely able to carry him for very long periods of time, walk around with him. Now he's in his toddler phase, so he keeps running around, and I need to keep up with him.
Yeah.
That is important. So it has helped me a lot, and I keep, the goals are definitely not the same. It's not about losing weight or running a 10K in an hour time. Those goals don't exist anymore. It's more about being strong, being having a lot more stamina, a lot of patience maybe, and I think training has helped.
Wonderful, wonderful. Mariette, if there is something you could say to new mothers who probably are in a stage where they feel their body don't doesn't belong to them, right? And fitness is like miles away.
Yeah.
So, what is that you would like to tell them?
Take the first step, even though it feels difficult. Start with a walk maybe. Do something for yourself. You can take care of your baby better when you take care of yourself first. And even though it feels difficult at times to get, you feel like maybe I'll take a nap, or I'll browse my phone, or take, like, watch a TV serial or something in the 1 hour break you get, or 2 hours that you get when your baby is sleeping or somebody else is taking care of your baby. You spend that time taking a walk, or hitting the gym, or doing something for yourself. You are doing much more for your family. You're taking care of yourself, and you're making yourself better for your family and for yourself.
Nice. Mariette, you've been training with me for a while now.
Yeah.
At this stage that you're in, how would you define the word strong?
Strong right now is being present for my baby. It is feeling more like myself. It is definitely not about how much weight I'm carrying, but probably being able to carry my baby stroller down the stairs, carrying him around. So, strong is being present. Strong is feeling confident enough to do things by yourself right now for me.
So well said. Thank
Yeah.
you, Mariette, for sharing this journey of yours. I
Thank you,
really hope
Anjali.
women who are in this stage have something to take away from this story. Thank you, Mariette.
Thank you.
The mother learns to hold everything, the weight of responsibility, the weight of love, and somehow still the barbell. But there is a stage beyond this, a stage where a woman stops proving something to the world and simply starts being fully, unapologetically herself. Chapter 3: The Sage. The sage does not arrive quietly. She arrives having earned every grey hair, every scar, and every rep. I have two remarkable women with me here in this chapter. The first is someone who's training with me for a while. She manages a demanding career, two children, and still finds time to dance, hike, and run. She approaches life with joy, a contagious one. The second woman is a chartered accountant with 11 years of experience. She spent a decade scaling the brand fast enough across 30 different countries. A NASM certified women specialist, a Mudga trainer, in a nutshell, a lifelong learner, one with a world of experience in fitness, wellness, and global business, all while being a daughter, a sister, a wife, and a mother. Today, she helps women navigate the menopausal stage. Hi, Pavitra.
Hey, hi Ranjani.
Hi, Soila. Hello, hi. So, Soila, I'll start with you first. So looking back at your younger self, the way you trained, okay, before compared to what you're doing now, is there something you feel that you wish you had known then that you could have trained better in now?
Absolutely. I think going back in time, I wish I had been more consistent and, had a bit more of discipline. Because I think my younger self would just do bouts of, suddenly going into crash diets, suddenly going into workouts, or suddenly going into running or hiking without really, putting in the effort to be consistent. And as I go along and as I grow older, I realize the importance of being consistent and, the discipline required to build the strength or build the fitness, and learning that it's a journey and not like something you wake up to suddenly. So yeah, I think that's something I would go back to my younger self and say, like, do it, be consistent.
Thank you, Soila. Pavitra, coming to you. At the stage that you're in right now, okay, what does fitness actually give you?
I think fitness at this stage that I am in, I think it gives me a lot of emotional strength. Not just that emotional strength, it also gives me a lot of physical strength. Obviously, that's the direct this one. But I think my brain works much better in the because the body is going through so many changes at this point of time, and I don't even know how to step. And every day is so different. So I think with that consistency of having that fitness, I feel that life is getting normalized to what probably I was, doing at 30 years. So fitness has played an immense role in, I would say, being sane.
Soila, you dance, you hike, you run,
Yeah.
you strength train. You seem to have found a way to make movement a celebration rather than a chore. How do you do it?
So one thing I learned very earlier on about myself is that if I need to be sustaining my, whatever is the form of activity I do, right, I really need to do something I really love. So dance is one of my passions, and I found love in that through Zumba. So I had gone through the Zumba training and all, and I really loved it. But then I try to choose activities in a way so I can sustain it, because then I love what I'm doing, and then it's not a chore anymore.
Lovely. Pavitra, we're going to talk on a subject which is, something like a taboo, perimenopause. It's a stage, you like it or not, it's going to hit you somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm trying to understand what has been your experience in this stage and what do you, I mean, when you hear other women, how does it feel and how do you cope with this?
So perimenopause is actually
needs a whole day of discussion. I
Absolutely,
feel.
absolutely.
But I hit perimenopause at the age of 41.
Mm.
It was genetic. My grandmother, my mom, my cousins all went through at 41. And I was not into fitness really, till about that time. And I didn't know what I was going through. And when I reached out to a gynecologist, I reached out to endocrinologists, everybody said you have to live with it. I didn't know what living with was. When there's some discomfort, you try to find solutions to fix this problem. But they said, live with it. And when I asked how long, they said it could be few months, it could be few years.
Mm.
I mean, the list was endless. So I had to figure out how I could cope myself. Uh, they say that the known symptoms are 100 symptoms today, and we would probably have at least a minimum of or 5 symptoms for by default, which many women may or may not realize.
Oh.
But I chose not to live with it, and COVID hit. So it was even more of a stress on me. It could be, night sweats, which I still get as of today. It is emotional, distress, depression. The list is endless. And since medication, medicine is not given as the solution, I had to figure out, where I can find that solace. And so I think fitness came to be in a play because I think your entire endorphins start hitting you
Hitting in,
when you
yeah.
are, and you kind of forget. So it's been a crazy journey. And I'm glad that if even one woman can understand that journey that I've gone through and how fitness has helped, I think it's a huge success for me. I think I'll probably go to heaven for that.
If there is somebody who's going through this right now, uh, I know you shouldn't be probably taking, your own self medication and all. So how would you tell them? What would be your
There are different schools of thought. Some doctors, gynecologists say that why don't you just do an hormone test. At least there is a marker that you begin with, your FSH, your AH level, estradiol, even your testosterone plays such an important role that many women did not even know that our body had testosterone. And men have estrogen, so that's the lack of knowledge that we have today. So for me, I would say that, get your markers tested. At least that is the base for you. From there on, and there are some menopausal coaches that are available across the world. India is also kind of catching up slowly. So women are talking about it, and so gynecologists are also talking about it. So that way, reaching out to the right kind of gynecologist who's willing to help and not just say live with it, I think it's tough, but
Yes.
it's not impossible.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Ella, in your journey, you would have come across, so you've been training for a while now, right? So, you would have come across women who come with a lot of myths to you, right? Can you just name a few that probably has come to you, and let's see if we can, see how to address that.
Yeah, some of the I have always had friends who would tell me like, hey, you know what, I'm not losing weight because I'm snacking too much, or in that 4 o'clock time I feel like snacking and it's just hard, I can't do it. So I would tell them, you know what, why don't you just have a protein rich something, like have a scoop of protein in, or make a smoothie out of that and have it, because protein makes you satiated and then you will not snack too much, and then protein is important for you, trust me, you'll not be having enough protein. Then they'll be like, oh no, but I'm going to bulk up, I'll become like those images. And I'm like, that is one of the biggest myths, because no matter, even if you're a non-vegetarian eater, I'm 100% sure that you're not having enough protein requirement for a day. And there'd be people like, no, 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 I don't want to go to the gym because I'll bulk up. And I'll be like, do you know how many hours you need to go to the gym to really bulk up or get those cuts? And so those I feel are very basic, but a lot of women still believe such simple things, and that does stop them because they don't want to look masculine, they don't want to look bulked up. And I feel a lot of women just associate gym and workout and fitness with becoming thin, right? It's not about going becoming strong or something. So yeah, I think those are some of the myths I come across very regularly in my friend circle.
Thanks, Soila. So this question is for both of you. Okay, if I ask you to finish the sentence for every woman
Mhm,
watching,
mhm.
fitness is, what would you say?
Fitness for me is really having that self confidence. It's all about regulating myself, just being strong from within, right? Earlier I think fitness would have been about dropping inches or dropping kilos, but right now it's got multi-dimensional meaning to it.
For me, fitness is empowerment, and fitness is for all. I think no matter what age you are in, it's never too late to start fitness, I feel. And it's very empowering because it makes you feel good. See, it's about, I think Sola said, fitness is not thinness, fitness is feeling strong and being strong. And no, please don't say it's I'm too old for being fit, my bones are aching, I don't want to do it. No, you can start it today. So please start fitness and you will see how important it is and how happy you will be
On the
the rest of this.
contrary, I think getting into fitness will solve all those pain
Eggs.
problems. So I
Exactly,
think
exactly.
fitness should
Yeah,
be looked at it from
yeah,
that
yeah,
perspective.
yeah.
Hey, thank you so much,
Thank
Pavitra.
you,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Soila. Ladies, I'm sure you would have got a lot to take away from them. They've shared a huge part of their journey, and please take that first step. Like as they said, they summarized it very well, saying that it doesn't depend on your age, it doesn't, and fitness is definitely not thinness, so it's not your body type. Just take that first step, the rest will fall in place. The maiden discovers her body. The mother surrenders it and reclaims it. The sage celebrates it. Three stages, five women, and underneath all of it, the same story. Fitness is not about the weight you lift, or the size you wear, or the abs you do or do not have. It's about showing up for yourself over and over again through every chapter of your life. It is, as these women have shown us today, a lifelong relationship with yourself. And like any relationship worth having, it takes patience, it takes honesty, and it asks you sometimes to fall in love with yourself all over again. I am Ranjini, and this is RF Insights. If this video spoke to you, share it with a woman in your life because every woman deserves to know that she is not alone in her journey. For more such quality content, do like, share, and subscribe to the video. Until next time, bye bye.